3 out of 4 customers check your social profiles before they ever walk in. The industry's answer is an audit that tells you what's broken and fixes nothing. I'm Cory, founder of Neuron HQ. We read almost 1,200 real reviews to answer one question. Are social media audits actually worth it?
3 out of 4 customers will look at your social profiles before they ever walk through your door. And to find out what those profiles are telling people, an agency will sell you an audit that costs more than most owners' monthly rent, then quote a retainer to act on it. So here's the question this video answers with actual data. Are social media audits worth it, or can you find out what is broken for free? The short answer: a paid audit is worth it when real ad money is on the line, because catching waste can pay for the fee many times over. But for the most common situation, a small business whose profiles simply look neglected, the audit's findings are almost always the same short list of visible, fixable things. And you can check every one of them yourself today for free. We know because we read 1,199 App Store reviews of the big social tools to find out exactly what goes wrong. Stay with me, and you will leave with the whole checklist. First, the stakes. Why does an out-of-date profile actually cost you money? A widely cited Sprout Social figure holds that 74% of consumers check a brand's social profiles before visiting in person, before they call, before they book, before they drive over. The profile is not marketing anymore. It is the front door. Now put that next to who is maintaining those profiles. In a survey of 1,000 U.S. small business owners run by Adobe Express with Talker Research, owners reported personally playing marketer, social media manager, and creative director on top of running the actual business. Only 20% felt fully prepared for the creative demands, and 69% said they would prefer to hand the creative work to someone else entirely. So the front door of the business is being maintained at midnight by an exhausted owner doing 3 unpaid jobs. That gap between how much the profile matters and how little time exists to tend it, that gap is the entire audit industry. So what does an audit actually find when it looks at a struggling profile? We did not guess. We read the reviews. We analyzed 1,199 public App Store reviews of the big social tools, Hootsuite, Buffer, and Canva, and weighted every complaint by how many other users pressed helpful on it. The heaviest theme in the entire data set, by thousands of votes, is that the good stuff is locked away from the people who need it. The single most upvoted review in the whole sample, at over 11,000 votes, is a plea to make one basic design feature free. The second wall is the writing. One reviewer, a business owner with a chronic illness, wrote that it takes a whole day to get the content written and organized, and the generic AI helpers do not rescue them. A nail salon owner's review describes telling the tool exactly, word for word, what she wants, and watching it add things she never asked for over and over. And the third finding is the quiet one. The tools themselves make profiles look abandoned, scheduled posts that silently fail, accounts that disconnect midweek while the owner is on a job site, images that upload blurry and tank engagement. One highly voted review describes being 2 posts behind and watching sales drop because the scheduler dropped the connection and told no one. Add it up and the audit report writes itself. A blurry photo, a missing or default cover, a bio that names the business but not the customer, a dead link, a last post from months ago. Every struggling profile fails the same short visible list, which means the diagnosis is not the expensive part. It never was. Now let's be honest about how the audit market itself works, because there is a trap in it. A paid audit from a freelancer or an agency buys you a document, profile review, content performance, competitor comparison, recommendations. What it does not buy is a single fixed profile. Implementation is a separate engagement, usually a monthly retainer, and the retainer is where the real money is. The report tells you the door is broken. Fixing the door is sold separately. That structure explains the free audit pitch you have seen in your inbox and in every small business forum. Free audits are a saturated agency lead magnet, and the funnel underneath them is a monthly package. Owners have learned to read free audit as the first line of a retainer pitch because it usually is. Here's the fair test for any audit offer, free or paid. Ask what the fixing step costs after it. If the answer is a discovery call, you have your answer. To be clear, none of this makes agencies villains. Ongoing strategy, ad management, real content programs, those are genuine jobs that deserve real fees. The problem is narrower. Most small businesses do not need that engagement. They need the door fixed, and the industry's smallest unit of help is priced like a strategy engagement. So here's the checklist: 10 yes or no questions. Grab your phone, open your own profiles like a stranger would, and score 1 point for every yes. 1. Is your profile photo sharp at thumbnail size, no blur filling the circle? 2. Do Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube each show a custom cover, not the default gray? 3. Does the first line of your bio say who you help and what you do, not just your name? 4. Is there exactly one clear link, and does it load the right page? 5. Are the action buttons set up so a stranger can book, message, or call in one tap? 6. If you search your business name inside the platform, do you appear? 7. Is your most recent post under 30 days old? 8. Do you have pinned proof, highlights with covers, a featured section, a channel trailer? 9. Same photo, same name, same offer wording on every platform? And 10. Does your website link to your socials and every social link back to your site? Score it honestly. 8 or better, your profiles are working. Under 8, and that 74% of customers who check before they visit are meeting a business that looks closed or careless or gone. The good news hiding in that score: every single item on the list is fixable in one sitting. Nothing on it needs a specialist, a strategy, or a monthly anything. Which brings us to the fixing. What does it actually take to go from a failing score to a finished profile? One afternoon, in a specific order. Bios first, because the words are the hardest part and everything else copies from them. Then covers and banners, so every platform stops showing gray. Then the mechanical pass. Fix the link, set the buttons, pin the proof, and make every platform match. Done in the right order, the whole list collapses into a few focused hours. The trap to avoid is the one the reviews describe. Do not sign up for a heavyweight monthly tool to do a one-time fix. That is how owners end up paying rent forever on a door they only needed to rehang once. The fix is bounded work. Treat it like bounded work. And after the afternoon, the payoff is quiet but real. The next customer who checks, and 3 out of 4 will, meets a business that looks open, current, and cared for. The same business you actually run. That is the entire outcome. Profiles that finally tell the truth about how good you are. 3 honest answers before the wrap up. Do you need an audit or just the fixes? If you already know the profiles are neglected, skip straight to fixing. Buy diagnosis only when the diagnosis is genuinely in doubt, like when an ad budget is underperforming and you do not know why. When is the retainer actually right? When you need ongoing work. Real content programs, ad management, growth strategy, that is a genuine service for businesses at that stage. The mistake is buying an ongoing engagement to solve a one-afternoon problem. And can a checklist really replace a professional? For strategy, no. For the visible basics that 3 out of 4 customers judge you on, yes. The 10 checks you just heard are the same things a professional audit checks first. The difference is you can run them tonight for free. So here's where we land. Are social media audits worth it? For ad accounts and real strategy questions, they can be. For the neglected profile problem, the most common problem there is, the diagnosis is free and the fix is an afternoon. We turned everything in this video into a free tool. It is called Instant Fix. You enter any one platform username. It reads what is publicly visible, the same things your customers see, scores your presence out of 100, and emails you the scorecard. Free, automatically, no sales call waiting on the other end. And if the score stings, the same page has a small one-time kit we built that does the fixing part with you in one afternoon. Bios, written from 3 questions about your business. Ready covers for every platform, and the checklist in the right order. It is brand new, so we will not show you testimonials. We will just show you your score first. It is at neuron-hq.com/instant-fix. Run the free audit tonight and let your profile.
If you want to see what customers see, run the free check. It scores your presence out of 100 and emails you the scorecard. No sales call. It's at neuron-hq.com/instant-fix. Thanks for watching.